rich in eye symptoms. Eyelids feels so heavy that he can hardly open them. There is foggy vision, flickerings, and black insects before eyes. After looking at a light, there is a green spot that remains in the field of vision. Diplopia and vision gradually grows weaker until it is lost. Paralysis of optic nerve and muscles. Causticum cures scrofulous ophthalmia. Scrofula is related to tuberculosis and ophthalmia is related to conjunctivitis. With all the symptoms like lacrimation, burning, ulceration, copious discharge from the eyes, and cornea is covered with veins. Another feature of causticum is to grow warts on tip of nose, finger ends, hands or face. The warts are dry, hard and horny. It has tendency to produce copious thick discharges from the mucous membranes. The guttural troubles of nose and throat extends to eustachian tubes and causes crackling and roaring noises in the ear. Deafness from guttural origin and from paralysis of auditory nerve. There is a tendency to form fissures on least provocation. Fissures on nose, lips, corner of lips, anus, and the skin around joints or in old cases of salt rheum. Salt rheum is another name for eczema. Cracks in bends of joints. Gums scorbutic and settles away from teeth. There is violent tearing pain in root of teeth when riding in a cold wind. Even there is violent tearing pain in sound teeth when the cold air is drawn in. Stammering from paralytic conditions of tongue. There is complete paralysis of esophagus and pharynx as after diphtheria. Food goes the wrong way and enters in larynx or nose. Paralysis of tongue and of speech organs, awkward at talking, awkward at chewing, bites the tongue and cheeks when chewing. For paralysis after diphtheria, cocculus, laxis, and causticum are important remedies. Causticum patient sits on the table hungry, but sight, smell, and thought of the food takes away the appetite. Thirst after eating. Thirst for cold drinks with aversion to water. Desire for pungent things like beer and smoked meat. And aversion to sweet things and delicacies. There is a strange sensation in the stomach as if a lime is shaking there. And coffee aggravates all symptoms, whereas the cold water relieves. Trembling in stomach. Bread causes heaviness. Paralytic weakness in rectum. It is inactive and it fills up with hard feces, which are passed unnoticed like aloes. Stool passes with less difficulty when standing. Retention of urine except when standing. Sarsabila is a remedy where he is unable to pass urine in any other position. This remedy has two kinds of paralysis, one affecting the muscles of expulsion and urine is retained. And in another type, it affects the sphincters when urine passes involuntarily. It cures bedwetting in children. Causticum has hoarseness worse in the morning and then gradually it increases until it lasts day and night. Whereas carbovage hoarseness worse in the evening. It is a deep acting medicine and it cures phthisis. Cough is hollow as if he is coughing into a barrel. There is sensation as if he is unable to raise the mucus. Cough relieved by swallowing cold water, continual annoying cough, and with each cough there is escape of urine. There are many back symptoms: stiffness, pain, rising from the seat, and by applying heat or warmth there is amelioration. Few more symptoms are to be added, like Causticum has intense sympathy for sufferings of others. That is an innate sense of justice. Apprehensions of impending danger with urging to stool. Cicatrices, especially the burns, become painful and sore again. Old injuries reopen, and the patient says that he is never been well since that burn. Causticum may be called in colic after the failure of colocynth. Gripping pain ameliorated by bending double, and mostly at night. Menses too early, too feeble, and only during daytime, and ceases during night. Coffee seems to aggravate all symptoms. Causticum should not be used before and after phosphorus because it always disagrees. And Henneman has given a curious mental symptom, that is spoonerism. Means when the patient wants to say fluent coryza, he will say cluent phoriza. With this, enough for today, and see you with another remedy.